The Golden State Warriors are doing much better since acquiring Jimmy Butler at the February 6 trade deadline. The veteran forward has hit the ground running for his new team and is quickly developing chemistry with his new teammates. On Friday, Butler scored 17 points, dished out 7 assists, and grabbed 3 rebounds as the Warriors overcame the Sacramento Kings 132-108. Butler's rapid adjustment to life in the Bay Area has ensured Steve Kerr's team has begun to show signs of being a genuine playoff contender. When speaking to the media as during his post-game news conference, Draymond Green cited Stephen Curry's leadership as a reason why Butler has quickly established himself in the rotation.
The secret to success here is no one that's come here has had to be anyone other than who they are. And that's due to having a leader like Steph Curry. You know, you have the face of a franchise like Steph Curry that is inviting as he is. Then everyone else has to fall in line. And when people come here, they feel comfortable with being themselves, because he's never going to try to have you be anything opposite.
If Butler, Curry, and Green can continue developing chemistry on and off the court, the Warriors could re-emerge as championship contenders for the next 2 or 3 seasons, assuming everyone stays healthy. During his post-game news conference, Kerr discussed the positive impact Butler has been making on the court.
He passes. He creates shots with his passing, with his penetration, with his brilliant footwork, fundamental play. You know, we always talk about playing off 2 feet. Jimmy plays off 2 feet. Jump stop, pivot. Never turns it over. He's got claws for hands, and then he gets the ball out of traffic, and we end up with wide open looks. And he just connects the game for the rest of the guys, and we're getting much better looks because of Jimmy's presence.
In his first few games for Golden State, Butler is averaging 20.4 points, 5.6 assists, 6.2 rebounds, and 1.6 steals per game. His impact on both sides of the ball has elevated the Warriors' production. Butler has slotted into the secondary star role Golden State had been looking for since losing Klay Thompson to the Dallas Mavericks during the summer.
Usually makes the right play, and we're starting to figure out, a good chemistry with him. So yeah, it's been a easy transition.
Curry elaborated on the qualities Butler brings to the Warriors, which intriguingly mirror his strengths. He praised Butler for his ability to read the game and his exceptional facilitation skills, often overlooked by many.
He sees the floor so well. I don't know how many people understood how good of a passer he was. I know Coach talked about that after the first game, but he can get to his. He can take advantage of the space on the floor.
Butler's strengths have enhanced the Warriors' offensive flow and bolstered their overall play, mirroring Curry's impact on the team over the years. As Curry continues to draw heavy defensive attention, playing next to someone who creates advantages to attack has made the game easier. During a live telecast over All-Star Weekend, Green boldly claimed that the Warriors could end the 2024-25 season in the Western Conference at the time of this video. They're 2.5 games behind the LA Clippers, who hold the 6th seed, which is the final spot that guarantees immediate postseason qualification. Kerr's team has enough to close the gap between themselves and the Clippers, and right now they're building some positive momentum. Moses Moody made 6 starts in 54 games before being elevated last week. In 2 starts in his new roles as a 6'5", 210-pound power forward, he's averaging 16 points on 12 of 20 shooting from the field, including 6 of 12 from distance.
I think just the confidence that's coming from consistent playing time and minutes, and he's a good fit, as I said, pregame, playing next to BP, Steph, Jimmy. Those guys are all playmakers. Draymond. And he can play the role that I think he's most comfortable in, which is space the floor, let it fly when he's open, play hard, compete. And, so Moses is in a really good place and has really established himself, as a starter with this group, and I'm excited about him.
That's just the way that they got to put it on the stat sheet. But we everybody do everything on this team. I do the same thing as when I was the 2. So it's positionless basketball. The floor feels balanced. A lot of open shots are available out there. as well as free throws. We get into the free throw line more, putting pressure on the rim. So I just feel like the best way to describe it is balanced.
Moody is ideal in at least one significant way in Kerr's system. He's a prototypical positionless player, capable of defending at least 3 positions on one end and spreading the floor on the other. He's shooting 38.4% beyond the arc, which is essential in an offense featuring interior performers Butler and Green. At 6'5", Moody is about 4 inches shorter than a typical NBA power forward, but it's the average height of Golden State's starting lineup. It's irrelevant so far, and there is no doubt Moody will do all he can to keep it that way. Regardless of whether they win a championship this year, it's clear Butler's presence will ensure the Warriors are a problem, and 2026 could be a memorable moment in the final chapter of the Star Trio's careers. But Butler has made an even bigger impact on Golden State's defense. During Friday's win over the Kings, Butler played power forward in a small ball lineup next to Draymond Green, excelling at guarding both bigs and wings. In one particular sequence, he shut down Zach LaVine and Domantas Sabonis to force a shot clock violation, showing off his ability to switch on the pick and roll expertly. Butler's ability to guard 1 through 5 has given Kerr the luxury of sticking with smaller lineups, a huge boost for a team with an unproven center rotation of Trace Jackson-Davis, Kevon Looney, and Guy Santos. Furthermore, the Warriors may have unlocked something Friday by starting Moses Moody and Brandon Pajemski on the wings, 2 players with positional size next to Stephen Curry. After the game, Kerr admitted that an unconventional front court of Green and Butler gives his team its best defensive lineup.
I think it's the best two-way starting group that we can put on the floor. So you get Moses shooting, get the playmaking of BP to go with Steph and Jimmy, and obviously Draymond and Jimmy at the 5 and the 4 defensively behind the play. That we lack size, but we got a lot of brain power back there.
The small ball strategy may not work against bigger teams like the Nuggets or Thunder, but could prove effective against the Rockets, Grizzlies, or Lakers in a 7-game playoff series. It also helps that Butler and Green have bought into the strategy and expect to remain Golden State's front court through the rest of the season.
Slow it down and just get a shot on goal. That's all I ever think. Don't turn the ball over and make sure that we just get a shot, whether I get fouled or I can get the ball out to somebody that I know they know to shoot this ball. That's what it's always down to, getting to the paint, and I know that somebody's going to come over and help, and throw it to the guy that came over and helped on my end. We always talk about, as long as we don't turn the ball over, we're always in a great position to win, because we know we're going to score. That's like when we get careless with the ball. That's when since I've been here and from what they've told me, that's when teams come back in the game. That's when everybody's body language changes. So
beyond his leadership, Butler's skill set is proving to be the missing piece for the Warriors, a player who can relentlessly attack the paint while complementing Golden State's system. His aggressive approach has given the team an extra dimension it previously lacked. Hope you enjoyed the video, guys. Make sure to drop a like and subscribe to our channel for more amazing NBA content. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.